Ladies and gentlemen, it is Friday, and that means another episode of PixelPlay Sidequests, our little sideshow where we just kind of talk about random stuff that may not have made it into this week's episode. This week, I'm back from vacation physically, not mentally up here, and I'm still in vacation mode. And with that being said, I wanted to talk to you guys about what would be some of the games, or what would be some franchises of video games that would have the best destinations for vacation. So this could either be a single game or maybe a series of games. If they were a travel agency, which ones would have the best offerings for vacation locations? With that being said, let's get into it. Guys, yeah, where would be some places you would want to go in video game world? I'll start with you, Chris. What was one of the lists you had?
So I kind of going to go with my easiest one just because it's kind of in the concept of the game a little bit. But I think just a lot of people would enjoy it, especially with the newest edition of the game franchise that I'm going to say, which is Animal Crossing. Because, just an easy one. Like the newest game is about literally you leave normal life to go start an island community with a bunch of animals and you're the only human. It's kind of weird, but still, the concept is build your own utopia. There is no work. The work is craft a new chair for outside your home, shake some trees for food, and learn a new recipe. Like, it's just a very relaxing anti-COVID game that was very popular at that point. But the concept, I mean, to me, still would hold up. I know the other games are more about like a city or a town or whatever, but it's always been a very relaxing, laid back kind of place. And especially the newest Animal Crossing game, though, being island themed, was like, yeah, we need to go there.
Adam, what about you? What is like a franchise that would be a good travel agency that would have some good places for you to explore?
Well, I had to think about it for a little while. I mean, From Software was pretty easy to take off the board, but apart from that, there was plenty to choose from there. The first one that I came up with, though, right off the bat was the Gold Sauce from Final Fantasy VII, which is pretty coincidental because we will get a chance in about a month's time to see what that looks like in proper 3D, not in a really triangle-y polygonal quote-unquote 3D that it was back in the old days. I mean, really, there's a lot of reasons to do, like, as a guy who used to just love going to arcades, the Gold Saucer's got a lot of that in spades. Also, I just want to see Chocobo racing. Who doesn't want to see Chocobo racing? It sounds amazing.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Had that on my list, for sure. Had that one written down real quick. It's literally a vacation in the game.
Like, I can't wait to go there and take the totally, 3+ female party members in my group to have to pick one of them on the Ferris wheel and then just end up with a giant black dude with a gun for an arm instead. Can't wait.
How impractical is it that is the prosthetic he went with? Like, how often of a situation does that become where he's like, no, I don't need to grab things or hug my children. I just need a gun.
I mean, he hugs people, just happens to have a big chunk of metal with the hug. That's all.
It hurts like hell. It's a really aggressive hug. You usually break your back.
I mean, I hear it's great for massages, though. If he puts on a real slow rev, it actually works pretty nice for your back.
Until it accidentally goes off, and then you're dead.
Well, as long as it's not pointed directly at you, it's fine. If it's the side, it's perfect.
For me, I'm gonna kind of take a page out of Chris's book, just one that's an easy cop out. Is the Far Cry series. Those always just take place in basically wherever people travel. Like if you want to go to Tropical Island, they got you. If you want to go to Nepal, if you want to go to Latin America, those games are just sure. There's usually some sort of psychotic dictator who's trying to kill you. But if you look past that, like No Vacation's perfect, and those locations are just always stunning and really, really cool with lots of cool things to see.
Yeah. I want to go on vacation, have the opening of Far Cry 3 happen to me and all my loved ones.
For the first little bit, it looks fun.
If for the first little bit, they were like
you're jet skiing, you're parasailing.
Yeah. Don't tell me that's then all of a sudden, all the sharks in the world just happen to show up now, and they're all ready to attack at any moment.
You're getting some questionable tattoos and hitting on the local local people there. Like it's a good time.
Yeah, good time. I'm into it.
Yeah,
I'm into it.
Chris, what's another game series that you think?
So I don't want Adam to steal all the JRPGs because I feel like he would. So I've got a specific one. I guess I could say the series. There's only 2 games in it, and I really can't even feel out where in the first game I would go. But Chrono Cross, just that game in general, Again, it's like a bunch of islands that people live on. It's a lot more laid back and tropical in theming and everything like that. Specifically, Opasa Beach and Arnie Village, like the first opening area. Little fishing village, very small, lots of happy people right on a beach, all that kind of stuff. Like very, very, very chill, minus the, part when it leads to defeating God or whatever the heck happens in JRPGs. But the starting area, lovely. Like just very beachy, very lovely. I can picture that the music that's playing in the game always plays in the background also wherever you are. It's like a theme song just never stopping. So that'll be nice too. Yeah. So Chrono Cross.
Well, I'm going to take, I'm going to go off the board a little bit on Chris, and you're going to be mad that you didn't think of this until now. The fictional town, as far as I know, of Haven Springs, Colorado, aka where Life is Strange True Colors takes place in.
Kind of a bee's nest. I had that written down. That's a good one. I thought of that earlier. It's perfect.
Because to me, like, I know a lot of people when they think vacation, they think the beach. And don't worry, I still have a beach to go. But when I also think vacation, I also think get the fuck away from noise. And there are a lot of games that have provided me a vacation location where there's still a shit ton of people screaming all the time. Life is Strange True Colors is the complete polar opposite of that. I did not realize how much I wanted to live in a small town where I could literally walk from one end to the other in about 5 minutes time. Then when I played that game and realized, holy crap, that has everything I need. I have a place to live, got a few badass places to get food. There's a funky ass record store. If, apparently that's the only way I can get music from now on, but hey, I'll make it work. And then after that, well, I can just enjoy this fresh, mountain air and, the lack of over-the-top traffic noise from, 7,000 highways that are scattered around me. So it feels like that's the place where I go to chill the fuck out, as other locations are to party the fuck out. Or party the fuck
also,
up, I guess.
They also do LARPing like every Saturday, so it's fantastic.
Yeah, the town of 39 people just happens to have like a group of like 6 people that do the same thing. It's great.
I can assure you, growing up in a small town, that's not what small town's like.
I don't care. It's a fictional town. That's why this one works.
Please refer to the LARPing.
You try and start a LARPing group, you're gonna get beat up so much in high school.
There's no high school there.
Oh my god, there was no school there. Wait a minute.
No, you just assume that if you're the one kid there, you're fucking homeschooled. There's just no getting around it.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's true.
I'm gonna stick with the beach theme because that's the easy go-to. Link's Awakening is for me like one of those, like, you're like a little island, a little volcano. Basically, you're in Hawaii, and it is amazing there. So yeah, I don't think there needs to be much said. You got to surf, you got mountains, it is Hawaii essentially with a giant bird egg at the top, and yeah, monsters to fight. So
yeah,
Link's Awakening.
That is
I forget what the island's called, but Link Awakening.
Koholint, something
sure.
like that.
Yeah,
something like that. Yeah, that is a good one. I had that one written down as a backup just in case. Because another one I would have said, but I'm not going to now, is actually like Hyrule in general with Zelda, but I'm not going to really go with that one.
Zelda I was gonna say, but yeah, I think of the ones, I think that's probably
that.
The best
Yeah,
one.
Link's Awakening was I had it in brackets as like where it actually go. I think for this next one, it's just kind of makes sense to me because of how much I've played these. But basically all the farming simulators, the Stardew Valley, Harvest Moon, Story of Seasons, it's not about the actual farm itself. That's very cozy. It'd be nice to visit, but it's also work. But I mean, like the locations that are always around, very much, Adam, kind of like what you were saying with the like mountain town here. It's like these small towns away from society. The game's open where it's like someone from the city hates their life. Their grandpa died and they get their farm and get to live in this much more peaceful area. And it's nice. Like it just has this really relaxing, laid back. You kind of know everybody in the town. You get to live this like kind of nice life. I don't think I could do it forever, which is why I'm saying as a vacation. But it'd be obviously different. It wouldn't be like a beach vacation. It would be more like this small town, get away from the noise, get away from the busy, crazy life where if you hear a car, it's only one of them and it's because someone's got chickens in the back of a pickup truck, or it's the bus. There's always one bus.
I like
Always.
how Stardew Valley just captured the millennial dream, being inherited a house and making sourdough and raising your chickens in your backyard. Like they captured the millennial dream.
They knew it. They knew it. And then you have a whole village of just, or town or whatever it would be called, and you can, everybody's single, waiting for you to show up.
Yeah.
Just waiting, and just bring flowers every day and they'll love you. That's it.
Yeah.
They just want to see who you're interested in.
So I'm gonna keep
All right,
following
Adam.
like different themes. It's sort of like not a fictional vacational spot because it's pretty much designed off of a real place, but basically the entirety of what Persona 5 shows off, where it's essentially Japan, but like a modified fictional version of it, where you have like, you know, a bit of Akihabara, you have a bit of Shibuya, you have a bit of Tokyo, where you have like a bit of these areas. Because to me, like, if there is a location I ever want to visit in real life, it's Japan. It's nothing else is even close, apart from, you know, going somewhere in the States where, you know, it's not going to cost me an arm and a leg and also a 20-hour flight. But if you point a gun to my head and say, all expenses paid for, all you got to do is just get on the fucking plane. Where are you going? It's Japan, and it's not even a question. And Persona, I think, just shows it off the best. And I mean, the amount of fictional places in there to go and visit to, like the cafe where apparently is the best fucking curry in the world. I'm down for that shit. There's a place called Big Bang Burger where apparently is McDonald's on steroids. I'm so in to see what the hell that is. Like shit like that. Like I could also go into like the Yakuza territory as well, but like if I go to the Yakuza version of Japan, I'm going to get beat up within 5 minutes, so I'm not going to take the chance there. Where at least if I go with the Persona version, the worst thing I have to deal with is, you know, there's just a lot of unmodeled NPCs that just look like blue shadows in the background that I just have to be a little bit freaked out by, but they won't do anything.
I totally thought you were going with Yakuza on that one, but that makes sense, because if you showed up, you're not just getting beat up. Someone's beating you with like
Yeah,
a
if
bicycle.
you play either of the
British.
games, you will be approached by some sort of delinquent within at least 2 minutes, and then you will lose. Look at me. Even if I have a bicycle in my hands, I'm still probably not doing much damage.
At least after they beat you up, they take you for karaoke.
Want to come meet our chicken?
That's how, you know what? This is delinquents. If they tell me if they want to meet, you know, their cock, I feel like that's a bad thing. So you know what? I'm gonna back out on that one. Which is why I'm sticking with Persona. Yakuza is not getting the vote on this one.
For my last one, it might be a bit of a cop out, but we've been talking about beach and sun and warmth and all that stuff. The one I'm gonna kind of add is basically steep. Just I love to snowboard and just I look at that place with like hang gliding. Obviously, I'm not gonna do like hang gliding or like what's the squirrel suit? What do they call that? You know,
Oh,
what I'm
yeah,
talking
the
about.
The squirrel suit, the
Wingsuit. Thank you,
Yeah.
wingsuit. Yeah, like I'm not doing that, but like just to go and just like escape to like the mountains in the cold in the winter and go snowboarding and then have like warm chalet and stuff like that. Like just amazing, and I would love to go there.
I just want to go to the world where SSX racing is an actual real thing, so I can see that once.
Yeah.
You got Run DMC playing that one song every time. Is it Run? No, it's not Run DMC. Yeah, it's Run DMC,
Yeah.
right?
Although
Yeah.
when I played that game,
Yeah,
it was basically autopilot off and Biff Naked that were playing every fucking couple of minutes when I played the games.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For my last one, I've got the swamps of The Witcher 3. I'm kidding. That would have been very funny though if I actually had wanted to do that. That would be a horrible place where I would die.
It's the weird thing though,
instantly.
because like you want to say like more medieval worlds, but then you realize, but lack of tech. No, I can't.
Yeah.
You guys
I
are
even
talking
had-
about disconnecting and going into like the middle of nowhere, and suddenly like,
Yeah,
no, I
even in
gotta bring
Haven
my
Springs,
phone.
Colorado, you have phone service.
Yeah, and not dying on the way like it's Oregon's Trail because there's no medical anything. You know what I mean? Like I want to
Yeah.
live, and also like some weird witch that was I don't even know Witcher stuff. God, it's just so much creepy crap would just happen to me instantly, and I would die, and then Siri would run around like I'm invincible, and she'd be gone. Like
I like how you said I don't know that Witcher crap as you have the Witcher books behind you.
no, I'm trying to think of like a specific like unaborted fetus shows up, attacks
I played
you. Like
enough
it's
of Witcher
so
3 to know,
specific.
again, much like Yakuza, if I walk around long enough, just some weird shadow devil deity is just going to literally like form into the corpse of a dead baby fetus and then just eat my soul. So you know what? I'm going to take the chance and go, no.
Yeah.
To be
No, I'm gonna
fair,
walk into a monster's den.
Toussaint in the Blood and Wine looks amazing. That place would be nice.
It does.
Like basically,
I
Mm,
assume if I walk out of it for more than 5 minutes, I'm gonna die.
that's true. So for my real answer, because I also had another one, I'm like, that's kind of time travel. I was like Assassin's Creed because I want to visit all these places back in the day. But again, yeah, that isn't really possible there. That's kind of cheating. So I'm gonna go with my last answer, which was one that I've always wanted to go to. And Kaylan, you'll have no idea what this is, which is Destiny Island from the Kingdom Hearts series. I don't know why. It was this island where all these people, no adults, it seemed to be only kids. Everybody just lived there. It was great. It was like a wonderland. Where the heck is Peter Pan from? Neverland. It's like a Neverland. Yeah, it's just like this island where you can do whatever the hell you want, and it's gorgeous there, and you run around, and you can build your own tree fort or whatever, and it's just a utopia until things get fucked up, obviously. But yeah, Destiny Island before things get fucked up. I would love to just basically, I want an island. I feel like my answer is either I want to go to a farm town or an island. I have two things I want to do. Yeah.
Adam, what's your last one?
Give me one sec. I was actually when you had Kingdom Hearts in my head, I was like, okay, Traverse Town is the main one in the first one. I'm trying to remember what the location at the start of the second game is called. Oh, Twilight Town. There we go. So if I was ever going to go to anything in Kingdom Hearts, I'd probably pick Twilight Town, because Destiny Island, for those who don't know Kingdom Hearts,
That's me.
is basically the size of an Olympic swimming pool by the looks of it. So there's not a lot of sand to walk on there. So, that's not much of a vacation spot unless you just feel like, being alone in your own thoughts. But I have two ones that the quick one I'm just going to say is the Citadel and Mass Effect. Just because, going into a place where it's just like well into the future. Because again, we're just assuming you get into existence into this place because it's fiction. But just the idea of like going into this cool, like futuristic world where there's all these alien races walking around like it's an absolutely normal thing would just be a surreal thing to watch. But my final one, because of course the JRPG king, the actual JRPG king in me has to allow this. Specifically Michelin Island or Michelin Park or Michelin like world, like it's basically like the Disneyland equivalent of the Trails of Cold Steel series. Well, I guess it was started in Trails to Azure. But the entire city of Crossbell as a whole, where the theme park is located, would be a great place because it has it's got a bit of that cozy, cityscape sort of deal to it. There's some really cool places to visit there, and like I said, there's this theme park covers the beach side as well, so you hit all of the things. You got the cozy little areas you can go to, the fantastic restaurants, great views, beaches, theme park, covers all the bases there. And again, the JRPG king has to go to his favorite vacation spot, and it's just an inevitability. So sorry, Kaylan, you enjoy your home on Taco Island over there, and I'm gonna go enjoy an actual real vacation location.
Wow, shots fired.
Yeah. Why do you hate tacos, man?
Yeah, I don't know why.
It's like the best
for me,
food.
the last one I'd wrap up with, and we didn't bring it up, is the original. I guess the place is literally called Donkey Kong Country. But I'd go to Donkey Kong Country because it looks amazing. It's an island. There's jungle forest. They've got monkeys. I'm pretty sure you could surf too. I mean, that one surfer guy clearly is surfing. There's a pirate ship tour that you could take, which is nice. Like,
you don't want to take the tour, man. Don't take the tour.
I hear it's authentic. But yeah, Donkey Kong Country would be. I'd like to go to Donkey Kong Country, basically.
Yeah, I'd go there. Eat all the bananas.
And just for fun's sake, what is the one place you would never want to go to as a vacation place?
Oh, Doom. 100% Doom.
Yeah, Diablo, like Tristram or whatever things happen to them always. I would never go to the world of Diablo.
Doom literally takes place in hell.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, not good either. What about you, Adam? Where would you never
clearly,
go?
because it's topical. Metropolis during Suicide Squad killed the Justice League, because that sounds like a pile of ass right now. That might as well be hell.
Check that episode out on Tuesday if you haven't, or Wednesday. We haven't done it yet. I'm choking this up. Check it out on Wednesday at 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, wherever you get your podcasts, or on YouTube.com.
Or because this is after the show, wherever you can find the podcast, because it's already there.
Hey, good news! You're already here. Just click on the little channel link, and the next video should be ours. And if you haven't subscribed, why not? Please subscribe.
Yeah,
Please
what the hell,
subscribe.
man?
And with that, we're going to wrap up our side quest. Thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen. As always, hit the subscribe. We've got a whole podcast. You know the rigmarole. If you don't, welcome to the club. Hit subscribe and you can figure it all out. We do this every Friday and we post a whole podcast every Wednesday, 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Once again, wherever you get podcasts. I've been one of your hosts, Kaylan, aka Catastrophe, joined as always by my co-host Adam at CS Radical and Chris at Gin and Chris. We will see you guys next week. Bye for now.